Hello, my name is Katharine Thomas, and I am currently in the Masters of Math Education program at the University of Alaska Southeast. I'm originally from Anchorage. It took me a few years to find education, but in 2009 I graduated with a bachelor's in elementary education. I currently teach in the Anchorage School District. I have taught first grade and sixth grade. I have taught first grade for 1 year and sixth grade for 5 years and currently teach sixth grade. I really enjoy teaching middle school age students, particularly the subject of math. My portfolio has different components. The first component is my philosophy of education. I believe in differentiating lessons for the individual student, focusing on individual progress, using student assessments, creating a positive learning environment, communicating my expectations, dedicating myself to my school and my community, demonstrating my love of learning, and following professional guidelines. My teaching philosophy is student-centered because that is the ultimate goal, is to see student success and help students achieve to their fullest potential. Goal 2 is human development. Human development is important to understand in education, particularly math education, because it is important to develop lessons that are developmentally appropriate. The manner in which skills are taught plays a huge role in whether students will be successful in learning the intended concept. Goal 3 is differentiation. Every child is different, and understanding each individual child should shape each lesson as well as its delivery. Each lesson must be open to modification, depending on students, even with a set group of developed lesson plans. Goal 4 is math content knowledge. I would like to note that I did not include all content areas. I focus primarily on problem solving because problem solving is not simply a math skill, it is a life skill. And through math, I can teach my students to problem solve so they can be more successful in life. It is also important for students to have a solid foundation in basic concepts such as counting, addition, and subtraction. Then we can build upon this base to work towards a higher order thinking. It is also important for students to be able to communicate and connect those ideas. When we connect to other subjects, we make the learning more meaningful. And when we communicate those ideas, it shows a true understanding. In my classroom, I use this measurement activity. This measurement activity allows students to group think together, teamwork, and measure each other, and then convert measurements. Both of these skills are important to both math as well as communicating the ideas of measurement. Goal 5 is assessment. In order to provide the most effective instruction, assessments must be made. I make assessments daily in order to shape lessons. I use assessments such as observations, homework, both unit tests, as well as universal screeners, which are given to all students to evaluate their level of understanding. Goal 6 is management. There are many components to classroom management. The primary piece for me is setting clear expectations and creating a positive learning environment. Our school is currently implementing the CHAMP system. C is for conversation, how students can communicate. H is for help, how students should ask for help. A is for activity, what should the students be doing, what should they be completing. M is for movement, should they be in their seats, are they allowed to move around. And S is for success, because if they follow those guidelines set forth by the teacher, they should be successful in the activity. Classroom environment is very important. If students do not feel safe, they will be unable to learn. In order to take account of the classroom environment, I use a climate survey to check in on students and how they view the classroom climate. Based on these results, I can modify instruction, I can modify seating arrangements, and other various parts of the classroom. Goal 7 is collaboration. Teaching and learning takes a community. It is important for me to collaborate with the students, their parents, other teachers and faculty, as well as the community. We are all a part of achieving success for these students, and the more input and support, the more likely students can achieve. Along with direct communication, such as talking to students and parents, faculty, and community members, making telephone calls, and writing emails, I use my school website to communicate. It is an option for me to reach a very wide audience. I communicate assignments, school and classroom happenings and expectations, as well as supplemental materials for both school and community. I often add special pages for particular activities, including Battle of the Books, and in 2015, we will be celebrating Anchorage's centennial. Goal 8 is professionalism. It is important to teach with respect. Teaching with respect to students, parents, and faculty will help me set an example for students and set an example of respect. I also participate in continuing education through various professional development opportunities, response to instruction conferences, delegate assemblies, and my master's program that I am currently enrolled in. There is always room for improvement because every child is different. Goal 9 is technology. Teaching and using technology is important to give students the skills for use in the future, as well as using the resources and collaboration of teachers and community. We must use the resources that are available to us, like computers, internet, wikis, apps, and other appropriate programs. These can teach students to research, use and cite resources appropriately, double-check their ideas and thoughts, as well as be a part of an online forum. Technology is not going away, and teaching students to use it appropriately will only benefit them for their future. I would like to thank you for checking out my portfolio and appreciate your time as well as any feedback you would be willing to give. My email address is thomas_catherine@asdk12.org. Have a wonderful day and always learn something new.